Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do, I thought it'd be fun to find the three most affordable prize-winning watches from the 2023 Grand Prix d'Horologie de Genève and ask the question, are they worth it? Are these really the three best watches that came out in 2023 that we can debate, but the fact of the matter is they did win. And I don't know if you have any prize-winning watches in your collection, but here are three that are fairly affordable. Now, the three categories I'm going to look at are the sports category, the petite aiguille category, and the challenge category. And I'll talk a little about each one of those as we look into it. Now, the sports prize was reintroduced. They used to have it, and then they didn't. They had the diver, and then they had this and that. And so finally they said, well, let's reintroduce the sports category. And traditionally, the sports category has always been lower prices. And all of the ones we're going to look at are under 5,000 Swiss francs. And by the way, too, these are the list prices. These are the MSRP that they listed at the Grand Prix. So the first one is a Tudor Pelagos 39. This watch is... Tudor wins something in these three categories every year. It's either the challenge category or the petite aiguille category, and the sports category. They won in the sports category. And it's some version of the Pelagos or the Black Bay. That's okay, for whatever reason. Now, the caliber MT5400 now has a silicone escapement and hairspring. I'm okay with the silicone escapement. I'm not crazy about the hairspring. It was regulated to COSC standards, so it has a COSC, basically a chronometer rated watch, which is nice to have. If you like sports watches, this one's made of titanium. Comes with a metal bracelet. Hours, minutes, and seconds. It's it's a nice watch, and if you like that style, that really very much of a sports watch. It looks like a sports watch with a movable bezel and so forth. 4,400 Swiss francs. We'll say it's about $5,000. Titanium, 39 millimeter. I really like the size of these at 39 millimeter. Anyway, that's the first one. Now, the second one, this thing was wildly popular before it was even entered into the Grand Prix. And quite frankly, I didn't think it was going to win. Not because it didn't deserve to win. If this had been voted by watch collectors, it would have probably won anyway. But this one won fair and square in the petite aiguille prize. Now, petite aiguille is for watches under 10,000 Swiss francs. 3350 is way under 10,000 Swiss francs. It's a 41 millimeter titanium. The chiming module is called the FS01. The FS is named after the one of the watchmakers at Christopher Ward. The JJ01 is the base movement, which was developed in Switzerland by a guy who was hired by Christopher Ward. I've always considered that base as in-house, but whether it is or not, it's not that important. What they did with it is important with the FS01 module, chiming module. This watch, I think, is a real gem of a watch. I really like it very much. My hearing I have terrible hearing. I've had it all my life. So I couldn't tell any chime that's less than Big Ben I can't hear. So But this is a wonderful watch. They sell this thing out. It's very hard to get. You have to get in line and so forth. But I think this is a really neat watch. I really do. And for $33.50, I think it's a heck of a bargain and a neat watch. Now, the final one is sort of a funny one. This is the challenge prize that was won by Raymond Weil watch. It's called the Millésime. I mispronounced it, I'm sorry. But now this watch is it has called a Raymond Weil, I don't think ever really intended on making their own movements. The RW40-251 is essentially a Sellita SW261-1. A good, reliable little movement, and the size, 39.5 millimeter, is a nice size for the watch. 4 hertz, nothing too exciting there. Hours, minutes, and seconds. It's like a everyday office watch. I don't think if you might want to fancy it up with a nicer band, but it's under 2,000 Swiss francs at 1,895. Now, any one of these watches, if you don't have a Grand Prix winner and you'd like to have one, any one of these three is very affordable. The only one I think that would be tough to get is probably you'd have to get into a waiting list for the Bel Canto. I would very much like to hear what you have to say about this, what you think about whether having a watch that won a grand prize is any big deal to you or not, and just a general opinion about it. Let me know. There's an opportunity to subscribe if you like. Until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.